Hello everybody. It's gonna be weird dealing with this delay. Hi everyone. Cheers. Hope you're all good tonight. Look at this, we've got people from Wales, Scotland, Juan Carlo, Germany, Newcastle. Hi James. Hi everyone. Hey. Well, yeah, let's get the ball rolling, shall we? We're back. We just got back together. We've been I'll tell you a bit of the backstory of what's been going on. In the very recent past, we got together because of this whole lockdown, this crazy pandemic thing to do a song. We chose to do A Matter of Time. We started recording it, and one thing led to another, and we just thought, that it was the right time to to wake up the beast and get going. And I don't know, I think life, if something the pandemic has taught us anything, life is very short, and you've got to grab it by the horns and do what you love. And we realized we really miss doing what we love, and we really missed Breed 77. And we've we've just started connecting again, properly. We've been in touch, but not in a band way. And yeah, now it's time for really exciting stuff. We've got loads of things planned for you now, online. We're working on new material. We're gonna be releasing loads of exclusive stuff on our social channels. So, really important for you guys, to subscribe, to follow, to like. And we live in the world of trying to fuck with the algorithm. So let's do it, people. Yeah. So ask away, ask questions, and we shall scroll and answer to the best of our abilities. And remember to have your drinks close, because this might get scary. Who is the bass player? So we get to that. Who is the bass player? Danny, do you play bass?
Well, at the minute, we don't have a bass player per se, but Pedro and I, and well, we can play the bass.
Yeah, Stuart's retired. Stuart's doing other stuff now. I see him often. We're still good friends, but yeah, he's doing other things with his life right now. So I don't know, answers on the back of a postcard. People will have bass player fucking auditions sometime. Let me see. Matt say, hey guys, with your last album you used Pledge to help fund it. Do you think you'll be using a similar platform for any new material so the fans can get exclusive merch and stuff? Well, there's no plan to be doing anything like Pledge. It's very early days now. There's loads of platforms now that do this, but right now we're about creating some content that for now is going to be free on our socials. As time goes on and this grows, in an organic way, as we keep saying, we hope to be doing all kinds of things. We might look into Patreon to have some kind of a fan club, but we will look into ways to rewarding, the attention and the people, the most loyal fans, the people who are sticking with us, Let me read. Can you read stuff, Joycey? You keeping up with anything? Anything?
Yeah, I'm reading everything.
See if there's anything that sticks out. Look, will we see more acoustic versions from Cultura? Pedro, what do you think?
That's possible, of course, yes. explaining right away, but we always kind of been combining the acoustic side of things with electric, either both at the same time on stage or each aside. So it's possible, yeah. Why not? It's fun.
I think especially like like when you get to do an acoustic version of a song that was previously electric, that's a bit more interesting because you get to do something different, no?
Also, yeah.
Paul, someone asked an interesting question for you, I think.
Yeah, what's it?
If the future for us will include the lyrics in English and Spanish.
I don't know. I think like there was a moment when we did translate an album, like an album in its entirety, and for the Spanish speaking market. But I think more what the Spanish is about in Breed 77 is when it kind of suits the music best, and like when I don't know, when it's just like maybe a line or maybe something that's be better expressed in the phonetics of Spanish, I think, and I think that's more honest to what Breed 77 is about, which is more about the mixture of both, neither here nor there. I know Danny has been doing Heretic Order, but what have Paul and Pedro been up to? Pedro, what have you been up to?
I've been up to a band called Planning. Find that on my over there. Or it's just a prog kind of rock project that I started just a bit later than Danny started his. I'm still running, but that's pretty much what I've been doing, yeah, musically wise, and mixing and mastering for other bands, other artists, producing. That's pretty much it. And you?
What have I been up to? Well, musically not much. I did do a concert in 2016. People may have seen it. Like we put stuff up on the site. I did a concert here in Gibraltar with all my friends, playing Breed 77 stuff. But really not really like making music at home for me, really like on a creative standpoint, and doing other things in life, really just changing it up, I joined this band when I was very young, and from I don't know, from the age of 17 till I don't know when, I all I did was this, so I've been doing other things. Danny, que calladito está.
I was reading that now. Well, actually, I'm very quiet because we have to speak one at a time. It's not the usual Gibraltarian kind of Latino way that all of us are speaking at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
So we are trying to really behave professionals and talk one at a time. Yeah?
The concert in the cave, yeah, that's right, Chris. Guys, you have to come back to Mexico with Mago de Oz. We would love to.
Indeed. That was fun a lot.
I'm just gonna digress, yeah? Sorry, English speakers. Un saludo muy grande a todo el mundo de habla español, a nuestros amigos en México, en España y de todo el mundo latino y Gibraltar también, pero ahí hablamos de los dos, ahí me entendéis. Pero sí, con ganas de volver a México, con ganas de volver a España y con ganas de tocar en todas partes. Pero que nos den tiempo, ahí estaremos. Let me see, what else? Is there any plans for a lockdown show?
Lockdown show?
That would be like we'd be playing, like, let's explain something to people, yeah? Like, what's that? That's London, yeah? That's Portugal. That's London too, and this is Gibraltar. So like a lockdown show would probably involve even more technical hitches than we're having like with trying to broadcast a Skype conversation. Imagine that. No, but kidding aside, I think we're going to be looking into like one thing that this year I think is going to bring to us is that because of the pandemic and Brexit and how we are, half the band is on one side of the Brexit and the other half is on the other side. There's not too much going to be going on in terms of live touring and stuff like that, especially for someone like Breed who's been away. Like once touring comes back, there's going to be 1,000 bands who've been waiting like a year and a half to go out, and so we're going to fill in the time. Besides, you know, writing and recording our next album, we're going to be trying to produce as much content, be it like new songs, be it like old songs rehashed, be it covers, be it videos, lyric videos, new concepts. We're going to be hanging out a lot like this. We're going to be looking into doing like, you know, like live sessions, like, you know, actually playing some music for you live. We don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to find ways, you know, to like have as much going on as possible, you know. Play on a boat in international waters.
Yeah.
That's a solution to Brexit. Any gig in Birmingham planned? Well, my friends, I think as soon as we can get out there and as soon as, you know, as we're ready to tour, I think it's a given. Of course, there will be a gig in Birmingham, in Birmingham, and loads of other places. Mark Cross to Danny. Danny, I miss chatting, bud. Next time we are down, a big drink is needed.
Yeah, well, I'm having one now, but we are gonna meet and have an ease more than one drink. Salud, Mark.
I've got my fingers firmly crossed for some strong flamenco-esque sounds on the next album. You can count on that. All right, Bob. Bob Sykes is on, guys.
There's an interesting
and
question
Darren,
here.
all right, Scud.
There's an interesting question here.
Scud, we've been owing you a Dublin gig for fucking years, dude. Go on, no, Joycey?
There was someone asked if what's now I forgot the question. It was about what's worse in the long term for touring, COVID or Brexit. That was a good question. I wouldn't mind answering that.
At the moment, there's none because of that. I mean, Brexit kills touring, COVID kills touring. So at the moment, both options are just not really. There's no one taking over the other. They're both bad, actually.
Personally, I think COVID is worse for touring because COVID is worse for everything in the world. Brexit is just paperwork at the end of the day. Might be a bit of a hassle, but you can still work with paperwork. You can't work with a global pandemic. So.
Well, yeah, completely agree. That's a good answer.
How are all you guys out there with this COVID and this lockdown? How are you spending your time? How's your sanity?
Or insanity, for the matter.
I want Joycey to sing in Italian on the next album. Pietro.
Yeah, I know what Pietro wants me to sing. That's lyrics.
Oh, people working. Hey, man, like, yeah, right on you. Like, yeah, it's pandemic. Like, one of the weird things with this pandemic and work was the advice from most people is really great. Like, work from home if you can, yeah? But if you can't, go to work. You know, you go figure. That's like, that shit. Hi, Sherry. Doing as much music work as possible with interviews, but trying to keep sane. Right? You're going crazy on your zines and your promotions and what have you. Matt Hopper, working rebooking tours. Let's see. When do you think you might come to Spain for a gig? As soon as we can. Hello, Kathy. I've been chilling at home since November 2019. Getting my first jab tomorrow. Good luck. Jamie, no sanity left. Joyce, you gave me a drumstick at gig in Guildford. When can I get the other one? Yeah, you need to play. Hey, Paul, any chance of some growls? What the hell?
Live?
Like a dog? Oh.
Dog soldiers.
Oh, look, do you have a song idea with the same feeling as Tears? That was an amazing song with an amazing chorus. Talk to us a bit about that one, Danny. Tears. Remember Tears with
That
the
is,
kids in it?
yeah, that song was inspired by a band that we all of us in the breed like a lot, which is Pink Floyd. It's got that vibey, really intense anthemic chorus, which I think it's a very special song when it was written at the time, and we got like an orchestra and kids to actually accompany us in that song, and it was breathtaking. So yeah, hopefully we'll write another song, something similar or along those lines. You know, we are always eager to experiment in music. Music has no boundaries.
I remember the sessions for that album with the string and the string and the
So check it
orchestra.
out. En Mi Sangre is my favorite album. What is your favorite that you enjoyed making the most? Pedro.
Wow, that's a tough one. I was actually fun. I had a lot of fun making In My Blood. Both whilst I mean the orchestra sessions was amazing. Being how it works live and get those songs tracked on our songs, it was just like it was huge. It was immense. That was a great. Maybe that was the best experience from a studio that I've ever had. Yeah, for sure.
There's a great question here for you, Paul, I think, from Sam Gummer. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. It's quite a long one.
Go
Where
ahead.
is it?
What's your bank account number?
Do you think taking some time away from the band has reignited the fire inside of you? Going back to 2014, 2015, did you ever envision what would happen in the future with the band? Also, did the reunion happen organically, or was it a case of someone saying, look, let's do this, are you up for it? I don't know, like, it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. Like, the thing with Breed was that the fire is lit all the time, but it has to be full on or nothing at all, I think. I don't think we could do this thing by halves. In the last 6 years, we've been toying with ideas of you know, like, are we going to get the band active again? And we've done like little things, but we hadn't really got together to do something a bit. I don't know. For me, for us, the most serious thing is the music, and we hadn't got together to record or to create in nearly 9 years, and I think that process is what really cements if you really want to do this. You know, you enjoy creating with people. These people are your friends. It's, you know, it's got to be, it's got to feel right. So like, I think it was very organic in that we kind of cemented the idea of getting back together with actually completing the Matter of Time song, yeah. And I think it just came on from there. It was like, you know, shall we do this? And like, the idea was, shall we just put out like another song, like another lockdown kind of version, a throwaway, disposable song that'll just maybe get a few clicks one day and people will forget about the next? Or shall we make this the calling card? Shall we make this the first step out the gates? And it kind of puts I don't think not pressure, but it kind of gives us a bit more purpose. You know, we the minute we decided, I think that we wanted, you know, that we wanted to get the band back together, and we had this song. All of a sudden, you know, the song had to be, you know, we had to give it our best. We had to really come out with a stonker, and I think that's the first kind of step, and it was great. And the next step was like, hey man, like call up Joyce, you want to do a song now with drums, and it kind of went from there. And he's like, dude, what you doing? And it kind of grows from there. And I think now we are definitely fired up, but we're in a really good position. Like I said, this year is a great year, I think, for a band like us, you know, to rekindle the fire, to you know, regain attention, you know, to reconnect, and and I don't know, and I think there's still a place for Breed 77 out there. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Who are you listening to musically? Hey everybody, come on, answer. I'm gonna have a little private moment. This is not a technical issue.
Well, who goes first?
You can start.
Me. There's this band called Miss Sugar. It's pretty heavy. I listen to that a lot, and I also listen to a Portuguese band called Blasted Mechanism, which is world music. They use every instrument on earth, and I'm lately, because of lockdown, I've either been on a Miss Sugar mood or a world music mood that has nothing to do with metal. So it's one or the other.
No, it's quite similar with me. I mean, I've been listening to a lot of well, Spanish guitar for me has always been big as electric. And aside from spending tons of hour playing both, I've been listening to a lot of Vicente Amigo, some really old Spanish composers alongside the heavy side, along some of the coolest, some of the kind of prog metal-y that I could find, bands that I've never heard before. Some of them I just found out. I forgot the name because they were shit. Some others they were great. So this music, literally, the amount of offer is never ending these days. So that's what I've been trying to hear something, or aiming to hear something new every week, and it's possible, definitely. So great. You done?
Yeah, I've been actually. I listen to all sorts of music. I had for a while I had been working as a sound engineer, so I didn't listen to any music for a while. But since the pandemic, I've rekindled my my ears back to listening to music. Pretty much metal. I've been listening to. Really dig the last, although it's quite old now, but the last Megadeth album, Dystopia, was really good. And I think Cattle Decapitated, last album, was brilliant. They've changed a lot. And Rotting Christ, loads of bands I've been digging, and I'm a metaler, so
I love that name.
I like my metal.
I haven't updated my iPod since 2011.
Mind you, the other day I got out my big collection of Triana albums, and I was listening to Triana like religiously. So from Cattle Decapitated to Triana, does it work for you guys?
Also, a lot of Latin 70s Latin stuff has hooked me up big time. Like things like early Aldi Meola, or even Santana. Some of that stuff is just, as soon as I hear that wah guitar, it gets me hooked, man. I have to listen to that until it finishes. It's a nice vibe.
You know what I listened to a lot this year that really got me. Because like a lot of people, I come across the music like on YouTube. You know, I surf YouTube whenever I'm online, and I came across like Opeth's concert at Red Rocks.
Red Rocks.
They're doing this like on the Sorceress album.
Oh yeah,
And it's-
yeah.
Wow, man.
That album particularly, I'm a huge fan of that album particularly. I mean,
Yeah,
I
I'm seeing a question here. Any love for Mastodon? Actually,
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
myself and Paul loved that when they came out. We were big fans of Mastodon. So yes, a lot.
Amazing.
Yeah, those first 3 albums, man. Wow, man.
cool band for sure.
Let me see.
Alex Star is asking if any of us is doing anything that's totally unrelated to music.
No,
Yeah.
No, me neither.
I breathe music every.
I
work.
ride motorbikes as much
I
as
think
I
it
can.
meant professionally.
I ride motorbikes professionally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Making a living.
Okay,
I'm
this
not
one
laughing.
I can see a guitar question. Danny Pedro, amp setup favorite.
Whoa.
Well,
Well,
I'm
it's
lately a Marshall guy. I used to use PVs, 5150s, which I still love, but then I rekindled my love with Marshall. I used to use Marshall when I was very young, back in Gibraltar. It's a difficult question. You like many kinds of amps. It's like Marshalls, Mesa Boogies, you name them, diesels, PVs. I mean, it's not in the amp, it's in the person that plays. So any guitar player, you will probably get nearly your sort of sound in any other different amps. It's just amps is just a tool. Pedro?
me. Well, I play a Marshall, Plexi, super lead, old school, cranked up with a power attenuator. That's all I have. I don't use any effects. I use my guitar, my lead, and my tuner. That's all.
No, we don't have Kempers or Factuals or this modern stuff.
Nope. I use some of that for recording when I have been recording and tracking for mixing albums, and that's what I do for a living actually, mixing and mastering. I'm producing, so I have to use that. I have to manage, find a way around to use it at home, and some of those IR impulse response devices are quite surprising, but that's I think way out of topic here now.
A bunch of people asking if like the pandemic and the mad world that we're living in is going to influence our subject matter in the songs. Mick Wood says we've got like the next 3 albums worth of subject matter. I think yeah, like there's always been some social commentary in Breed, and we've always written about what we experience and the lives around us. So I think there's going to be there's going to be quite a bit of subject matter to write about. We're working on something like the next thing to come out. I might as well like give you some kind of exclusive. We're going to release another video at the end of the month, and it's a video of an old song, but it's one of these modern lyric videos that you kids are so crazy about, and it's a song that we didn't have a video for, and we believe is very topical with all that's going on in the world. I think it'll be self-explanatory when it comes out, but for now that's all the info you have. Okay, we're also seeing people any guilty pleasure and what's the most embarrassing thing you listen to? Joycey.
Me. Can we start with Danny?
Yeah, don't mind. I every Christmas Day, every 24th, I normally get drunk. This year I was with my son dancing, and I danced to Boney M.
I'm gonna say it's gotta be Boney M. It's gotta be Boney M.
It's gotta be Boney M. Yeah, I love it. And actually, I've seen them live in Gibraltar. I was there, in the front row.
Mine is Baby Shark. That's the truth.
I know that
Oh
song.
my god.
Yeah, I know you do.
that song.
So my little cousin Mimi, she loves the song, and now it's that back of the mind song that you can't get rid of sometimes, and it's pretty horrible.
Yeah, I know that song very well.
Pedro,
I don't.
what's the most embarrassing thing you listen to?
I don't know, man. I don't think I can tell that what I listen or I've heard recently is embarrassing. To be honest, no, I can't. I can't come up with anything. I'm sorry.
Oh look, wait a minute. What bikes do you ride? I am rebuilding a CBR 900 RR. Ducatis, man. I ride Ducatis. What else? I saw something. Someone said here, Pedro, that their favorite cassette is Sweet Sister. Where is it? Oh, it's gone.
Fucking
Gone.
hell.
Where is it?
That guy must be Catalan. Yeah.
There's so many comments coming up. Like I'm finding it really hard to keep up. Yeah. Guys,
yeah.
you know, like read up, see if you find anything. But it's like
For some reason, I can't follow live. All I have is the main page and the followers numbers, but not it's just not going through. I can't follow the show.
Mosh Pit at Bonnie M. Yeah, look, like I'll tell you the story. Bonnie M were brought to play in Gibraltar at our national square. It was one of these Black Fridays or shopping day, one before Christmas or something. Danny and Stuart were in town. Another good friend of ours, Adrian, was there. And if you would see, like, Stuart's face when we were getting drinks from the bar and Bonnie M was starting, and he just came and he dragged us to the front row. And we went nuts, man, and it was a great concert. They were really good.
Actually, guys,
Bonnie M are amazing.
I've seen a very interesting question here. Are you ever going to re-release The Message? It was a monster. And actually now, thinking about it, maybe we'll be, why not? We'll put it available through online media. We haven't. Actually, we have never even thought about it, but we could.
Guys, there's an interesting question here. I think we could all answer it. Which rock star who passed away recently inspired you the most?
Fucking hell.
Whoa.
Rock
Inspiration, boys.
For me, it's going to be Bowie and Cornell, really.
Why?
Is Bowie and Cornell, are they still recent?
Yeah, it counts.
I think the older you get, you know, like 4 or 5 years is like yesterday.
For me, the most, like, I actually never met him personally. I met him like kind of like a fan.
You know, you almost touched him on stage a bunch of times.
Ronnie James. No, I actually touched him on stage.
No, you did touch him. I think you did touch him.
But a hero of mine, and I think that's the only like rock star that really actually affected me somehow. The others, you know, like I don't personally knew them or anything. I know the music, and I'm saddened by that. But only Dio affected me. I can say that.
No. Who affected you? Who of the ones that died recently? Who inspired you the most? Whose music inspired you the most?
Okay, no one.
That's sincere.
That is the truth.
To me, it's not recent, but it has to be Paco de Lucia.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
True.
To me, it has to be beyond any doubt Michael Jackson. It's the thing in life.
Did he touch you in a special way?
No. I probably wouldn't have minded though. I love him so much.
Oh my god. Oh wow. Let me see. What is your best memory of Breed 77? Wow. And what's your favorite song to play live? Oof.
I have an answer for that.
My favorite, one of my standout memories is the Paredes Dakota gig, because it's one of the first kind of really big kind of shows that we did, and it came off like a dream. And like my best memory is just like we're waiting to go out on stage, and you know, like we're in Portugal, we don't know who knows us from Adam, and we're just like kind of hanging around making time, and we're hanging behind the curtain, and we hear a massive cheer, and I don't know, one of us asked the roadie, "What was that?" And they said they've just put your banner up, your backdrop. I'm like, what? And I just remember like electricity from then on for the next kind of hour and a bit, and that was a really great memory.
I think that actually that concert is still is watchable on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken.
You can see it on YouTube.
I think I've seen.
I don't
yeah.
think not the concert.
No?
I don't think the concert. I think like the that's
Yeah,
from
some
where a
songs.
video of floods is taken from for anybody who's interested.
I've just seen Darren Scud here reminded us of the Dublin concert with Motorhead. That was a good one.
Wow. I met the man.
And I actually got Lemmy's Jack Daniels here. I was so drunk I even got into the backstage with him.
Yeah, we nicked his bottle of Jack Daniels.
Do you remember? It was 11. We played super early. I think we opened kind of thing, and at 11 a.m. we were on Jack. We were already on Jack.
Us and Raging Speedhorn were there. 1 minute silence was there.
Yeah, that was a wild one. Yeah.
Someone asked, "What's your best memory of Breed 77?"
That's what we were answering before.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed the question.
No, yeah, you were cracking up at something you said.
Yeah, it was the comments. It was the comments, the feedback to the earlier incident.
To me, one of the best memories has to be the first download that we did. I remember it was the because of the nature of the beast, his download, you know. And I remember perfectly we were just like, I have to say hangover, very hangover. I remember that as well. And then I remember when, you know, we were just like 5 minutes to start and there was no one. Just the crew and it was so weird. All of a sudden the fences open. We were on at 11. The fences open kind of, I don't know, maybe I'm going by memory, but around 10 to 11, something like that. And by the time we are on stage 5 minminutes later, it's like fucking 50,000 people. It was insane.
Amazing.
It was just, and by the time that we finished, I mean, my adrenaline went ballistic, man. It was wow. It was a rush. That gig was amazing.
It's amazing. You know what my best memory of in Breed 77 is? It was, and I never forget it, and I think about it a lot of times. The first time I went to Gibraltar with you guys. I remember because like when I joined Breed, everything happened so quickly that it was like I joined the band. 2 weeks later, we did a European tour, and then about a month later, we went on an European tour, and there was no proper time to assimilate what was happening. And then suddenly, we're going to play a headline show in Gibraltar, and I'm still processing everything that's happening. And I remember we were on our flight to Gib, and I can't remember if it was Paul or Danny, but one of you guys said, "Joycey, this is a bit different like, than the rest." Yeah, this is a bit different. You'll see when you get there. And I'm like, "Oh, really? Okay." And then when we got there and seeing that, like the airport, there were people at the airport. Someone rushed me into a taxi. It was like proper rock star stuff. I'm like, this is amazing. And then it was before the show. We're warming up, and like 5-10 minutes before the show, people are already screaming for Breed. And I'll never forget that, because it was so long before our set, and people were already chanting Breed. I thought that was amazing.
Actually, our friend Marco just reminded us of the Mercersburg Castle in Extremo. That was a really special gig.
In Extremo too. Wow, man.
Wasn't
That
was that
in Germany.
I know, yeah, what was it? Hamburg?
No, Mercersburg Castle.
No, yeah, Hamburg played the other park. He was there because we did a few shows.
Yeah, we did the park in Hamburg. Yes, true, yeah.
It was at the country. It was an amazing location. It was a real castle. I mean, it was breathtaking. Yeah.
Any Spinal Tap moments for Breed 77? Oh my God. Where to begin? Okay, like the old Birmingham Academy with Machine Head. And because of there was 3 bands on the tour, not enough dressing rooms. Our dressing room is on the other side of the building. And we go on this network of corridors, yeah? And we've been guided through this network of corridors and warned about this pre-show, this is where we got to go. And there's I think there's a door on the way that the minute it only swings one way and it's got no handle on the other side. and we
Yeah,
got
that
lost,
was
and Martin had to come find us to take us to the stage because we couldn't get out. We were stuck like in a air conditioning vent laundry room thing, like brick walls in the guts of Birmingham Academy. That was mad. Wow, man, so many. Help me, guys. So many.
This
Well,
Louise asked.
it's actually on video, but it's not on YouTube, so nobody can see this. But I think I've got the video, and it's not Josie, but there's an instant that we're going on stage, and our drummer, I'm not gonna say names. There was a hole in the stage, so you see the audience, and then we are walking towards the
And
stage,
when he
and
disappeared
suddenly
down the hole.
the drummer falls in a hole, and you can see us, me and Paul laughing in the corner, man. And the intro just blurring there. That was
Seriously,
but
you've
that's
got
final
video
it
of
has to
that?
be.
Have you
It
got
has to be
video of
drama.
that? Wow, that would be cool to see. Because there was
I
that time,
actually
there was
got
that
the
time
video
when
somewhere.
Pedro's back went on the stage. We were somewhere in the Midlands, and
No, yeah.
and you turned into like a mannequin, like instantly. You
Absolutely,
kind of
that-
jumped, and all of a sudden, like, and we had
We
to
were-
kind of
we were
carry
to a-
you like a mannequin off stage.
Yeah, we were touring on a red van.
In Lincoln,
of-
Lincoln.
Yeah, I remember that there was a bed, just a bed, and we were tight, really tight. It was one of our first full UK tours. It was called the Toilet Tour. Do you remember that? I remember that tour perfectly. I mean, and just because it was not really, I was struggling to stretch just every day. I mean, I couldn't. The only place to stretch was on a stage, and then obviously, well, it just happened. Then I didn't know what to do. I was just there, stuck. And I remember you guys took me like a brick, and
you
just
were like
literally
stiff,
dropped.
like a ball.
Yeah, we took me, and I just had to go to that bed on that van and stay there until the following day. You guys were doing everything. I was just facing up the van stop, and it was just.
I'm gonna
Like a
disappear a
mannequin.
second. Be right back.
Marco, you just made me laugh, bro. Marco is a good friend of ours from Germany.
Of
Yeah.
course, Marco Linke.
I know he just made a funny one.
Mention it, because I can't read.
No, it's okay. No worries. Okay, I'll read up some questions. Guys, what ballad would be your favorite to play flamenco style?
Ballad. I wouldn't mind trying, not flamenco style, but it's a difficult question because, like the same we did with Zombie, we just put this Spanish flavor guitars. I wouldn't mind trying Freebird from Lynyrd Skynyrd. That would be interesting. That would be a challenge to get that song in a kind of a Latin kind of groove. And mind you, that would be very nice for the US market, in Mexico too.
What about you, Pedro?
Well, no idea, man. A ballad in flamenco shape, kind of. I'm just thinking. I was thinking whilst Danny was answering, and nothing crosses my mind right away. I don't know. Maybe one of the old Vinnie Houston songs. I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys want to go there, but there's a most embarrassing tour memory.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, could be fun.
No, I'm not embarrassed of anything I do, even when I'm drunk. So,
Even when we are embarrassed, yeah.
I know I've done embarrassing stuff, but I'm okay.
You, Paul, you're not embarrassed of anything that happened to you on tour?
Embarrassed. I don't know, like embarrassment. Not really.
No, yeah, me neither.
Not really embarrassed. Had weird moments. Had that time when I split my head open on that stage in Chile.
Oh yeah.
And everybody had a go at me because I wanted to finish like a song early. Like I banged my head like on a rafter, like the second song in to like a 12-song set. And like 10
Oh,
or
right.
11
I
songs
think
in,
that-
I go like to the guys, man, like we're going to call it quits after this one. And they start complaining. The stage lights come on and everybody's covered in blood.
But we hadn't seen the blood, so we didn't know why.
Now that you mentioned that thing of that finishing earlier and everything, I remember one pseudo embarrassing moment that you guys will remember as well, pretty sure. It was in Porto when one of our drummers, he has to be the drummer, just finished one song right after the first chorus out of the blue. Do you remember that?
Oh,
Yeah.
And we were like, what the fuck?
No, but that wasn't in Portugal. That was in Spain, Cultura
I don't
Gente.
know. Oh, right, yeah. We flew to
Yeah,
Belgium.
yeah.
You're right.
yeah, we
It
played
was Galicia.
Belgium.
Yeah, my bad.
We did Belgium, Portugal, Spain in like one day.
Yeah,
played, like, 2 gigs
we
in 24
slept
hours.
3 hours in fucking 3 days, something like that. And on the way, I remember traveling from the UK to Belgium. We left night time, so we drove during night. Arrived there like literally 2 hours before the gig, and bang on. It was just like mental those days. Just
Look, Sabine says that she remembers one certain drummer falling into an open road case when coming off stage in Barcelona because he wanted to say hi to Anne and her.
hi, Sabine.
Peter. Yeah, we see Pete a lot. I see Pete a lot, Sabine. I see him. He's doing really, really well here in Gibraltar. He's got like a drum academy, and he's teaching all the kids in Gibraltar to play drums really, really loud and really hard. Do you remember playing Yardbirds Rock Club? We love the
Yeah.
Yardbirds.
Well, I played Not Daldónago last year, actually.
Jarbas is always an after.
Have you had any feedback
Amazing
from
place.
the artists whose songs you have covered, like Zombie? I think the best feedback was that when we were doing Zombie and putting on an album, as we were working with a publishing company, we did all the publishing right, and we got their permission to do the song beforehand, and that was, I think, is probably the best endorsement.
Yep.
There's one here that asks, why is ex-drummers a touchy subject?
Ex-drummers. We had like 32 drummers.
They are a breed apart.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
And no, we're not gonna do La Vida Loca.
Let me see what we're doing here. Danny signed my arm. Ask Danny if he misses his dreadlocks.
What dreadlocks? Oh my God, I haven't realized.
What happened?
No, the other way around. It was actually quite a big relief when I cut the dreadlocks and I started having like full showers every day and washing my hair, even brushing my hair feels amazing.
No,
That
the first
sounded
time
like
you go in a shower and you run your fingers through your hair.
Yeah, I
after
don't
having
miss
dreadlocks.
hair is hair. I mean, like, I've never been a good looker, so it doesn't make any difference.
This is an interesting one. Someone says, do you guys remember playing in Bath when you were advertised as a flamenco band instead of flamenco metal, and there was a bunch of grannies there? That would have been before me. So.
wow, really?
Do you
No, I
remember
remember
that?
like with Bath. The only thing I remember in Bath was the guitar
Show, yeah.
the guitar show, and it
No,
was
I
really
don't
cool
remember
gig.
that.
But
Well, I remember playing bass. Yeah, it was, but it was ages ago because it was the first time I had been to Bath in the UK since I moved to the UK, should I say? And I remember playing Bath, but I don't remember the episode of the Grannies. I have to say. Oh well.
Someone's asking if we have any rituals before the show. Do you want to go individually?
Yeah, but the thing is that there's like legalities with the sacrificing of goats and the like, so we don't kind of mention that. Rituals.
Anyone?
well, thanks. Ano
routines.
says I look like I go cavalera.
How about doing a Metallica cover Flamenco Metallica.
Oh no,
Oh,
no, please.
Pedro doesn't like Metallica, no?
Well, it's nothing against them or in their favor. It's just that they are overexploded, and I'm bored of them. I have to say.
Yeah, Pedro's more
Mark was
Megadeth.
saying it's, by the way, it's 11 years ago today, to the day when we played the acoustic set at Gibson HQ in Germany.
I remember that.
place?
Yeah, I remember that. That was a fucking
Wow,
candy,
man.
candy
Like I
store
played
for a
B.B. King's
kid.
guitar, I played Jimmy Page's guitar, there was like a Gibson that Jimi Hendrix played. Remember, there was like,
Yeah, man.
and you
They
could
were-
pick up anything, man, anything off the wall. Hey, pick it up and play it, man. Like 200 grand guitars, man, what have you. Wow.
Happy birthday, Melanie.
Happy birthday, Melanie.
Happy birthday, Melanie.
Happy
Mira,
birthday.
Isma, amigos, un abrazo. ¿Qué pasa,
¡Hombre!
Megadil? ¿Cómo estás?
Canalla. ¿Aún tienes los dreadlocks tú?
Ismael, we miss you. How
So,
come you
Paul,
haven't
somebody
aged
here-
in all the years?
Paul, somebody here knows you a long time. They remember you with dreads. That's a long, long, long
Oh,
time.
that's a long time ago, yeah.
Question for you, Paul. What couple of lines of lyrics are you most proud of?
Oh, wow. Another weird one, because I don't think I'm proud of my lyrics. There's lyrics I like more than others at different times, and they take on a life of their own, because sometimes you don't think too much when you're writing them, like certain lines, because they just form part of a song, and then years later, you know, you look at them and they're a bit more poignant than what you remember, but I don't know, man.
You don't know.
Nope. That wasn't. Ooh.
Yeah, I've got like Mick and Kathy, Mick Monster, everybody, and Kathy reminding us about the gig in Monster, the acoustic. That was one of the first acoustics we did, was it?
Yeah, that was it was an after show. We did like the Underworld, and then we went over there and did that, and
Yeah, it was.
and we
completely
tried
rammed.
very very pathetically to get the entire contents of a sold out Underworld into a club that was a little bit smaller.
You fucking
I
hell, that
remember
was
Violet,
That was a good
had a
gig.
really great
Thanks,
video
Mick.
of that, because she had to go upstairs and she showed a video through like a net looking down on us. That was online like ages ago. I remember that. All right, Mick.
And they're talking about lyrics to Insect. So that's another one for you, Paul.
Eh?
Lyrics
say?
to Insect.
Read it to me, man, because like this is passing so fast I can't read it.
Somebody says lyrics to Insects are so deep. That's your territory.
Oh, well, yeah, like that's another curious one, because like Insects, which is a very political kind of album in the lyrical content, is written now. Wow, man, like it's like 12 years old. Even some songs probably written way before that, and you could kind of juxtapose all those lyrics now into what's been happening with Trump, with Bojo and what have you. You know, the Insects are truly ruling the world right now. But interesting point.
Actually, that's one of my favorite.
Yes,
lyrics.
sadly, in the UK, we have a couple of Insects in power.
What's the worst music video you've ever filmed? I'd say the animated one.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
Shadows.
the
Crap.
Shadows one.
I really like that
Oh, yeah.
video.
You like that, yeah?
I really do.
Yeah. Work that video was done by a good friend of ours, Sam Washington. It was great working with animation, but we were very, very ambitious with what we wanted to do, and you know, our budget was as wouldn't stretch out to like this is Pixar type stuff. But there was this section when we're playing in front of like what looks like the MacBook screensaver, and we're on a green screen, and that's pretty naff. I don't like that.
Carrie asked me a question. She asked, "What's my favorite song to play?" I assume she's talking about Breed. I really love playing individual. It's that tour that we started with that song. it's just such a powerful song to start the set with. You know, like
It's
the
madness.
first
It's
song,
madness at the start.
when you start, it's like holy fuck. And then insects as well. I think that's one of them. But to be honest, I love playing most of them. It's all very rhythmic, and that's the type of stuff I like to play.
Is there anybody you would like to collaborate with? I'd like to collaborate with Pedro, Danny, and Joycey right now. I don't know, man. Would you ever do a song completely in Spanish or record a Spanish translation? Dude, look up your history. We've got a couple of albums in Spanish. Look them up. Insectos and Un Encuentro. Loads of Spanish songs here for you. Arno. Let's see. What's your favorite current metal band? Metal favorite band? I know Joycey loves BMTH. Who's BMTH?
Bring me the horizon.
Bring me
Bastard.
the horizon. You taunting you? Oh man, that just disappeared right off my stream. I've missed the last bit. How the hell? Oh, man, I can't keep up with this.
Yeah.
It's too quick.
I don't know what the hell. Woo!
So, did you ever expect the river to chart as it did?
Nah, I don't think. I don't know. Like you always want, you always want your stuff to do best, but like I don't know. You just write. You write music. You make music. You don't kind of don't set it at a chart. I don't know. Like the whole chart thing is turns music into a sport more than anything else. Who comes first, who sells more, and it's very based on the business side. But I think like. If I'm perfectly honest, now in hindsight, I would have expected it to chart higher because I think it was better than the other songs that were out at the time.
Yeah, but then it's all the politics, all the.
Did you ever get the sucker who stole your equipment the night before the London Electric Ballroom show?
Oh,
Never.
You'd be dead.
Thank you, Marco. That's a really happy memory.
That was a fucking, oh man, what a nightmare. Nearly 40 grand gone overnight. I remember that day.
So
And there's a question, Pedro. They want us to do guitar playthrough videos. So we will have to go.
That's something we're looking into. Yeah, we're looking into doing. We spoke about it. We called it like Guitar Masterclass, and we'll break down songs and stuff like that. Like I said, we've got so much content planned. See, Danny's inspiring people. He's like, is that the guitar I see there? So,
I'm already
I think definitely we'll be looking into doing all these things. We've been doing like a drum clinic stuff, guitar stuff. I'm not going to be doing singing stuff because that's just like weird. But we want to create as much stuff and give you as much of an insight so that you guys are kind of along for the ride with what we're doing. So you're gonna see this band grow from from where we are now, from like the remnants of what we were, into hopefully into something much bigger, something much better, much brighter, much all of the superlatives you can throw at it. So yeah, man, like I'll get on these guys' cases to do the guitar playthroughs. Missing Me lyrics are fucking amazing. I love Missing Me. Missing Me is one of the songs I've been including in like my little sets when I've been doing like my small concerts here in Gibraltar. Love Missing Me.
James is asking. James asked me a question. He said, "You told me a long time ago that since joining Breed, you became a better drummer. Do you still think that?" Absolutely. It's as soon as you do anything that's slightly different than what you do all the time, it improves. So I like to try to learn everything and anything from AC/DC to really extreme metal, and then anything that gets me out of that, I just love it because it's for me it's about music. It's not necessarily about drumming. So yes, Breed is very musical, and I definitely became a better drummer because of Breed.
Wow, someone spotted something really bit clever here. Is this year the 25th anniversary of the band? Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yes, it is. 1996 would it be? Yeah, 1996. We make it 25 years, and it's really weird because I'm only 28.
Yeah, I can see like Greg, Haver is there, Marilo, loads of people. I haven't said hello for a while, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great to see it. Great to see so many familiar names, and that we recognize the names. You know? What's the best feeling, writing and recording a track or playing it live?
Live.
It's definitely mixture of both. I think.
I'm a live
different,
guy.
you know. I find
Well-
one completely different, like a completely different piece to the other, and I enjoy both equally.
The thing
Yeah, I agree with that. With that. I love recording as much as I love playing live, so goes both ways.
But the thing is that when you are writing or recording, you are giving birth the first time
Yeah.
first time, and that magic just fades away as soon as it happens, kind of thing, you know. When you hear the mix and you are wow, or you like it, or sometimes you hate it. Playing live, you have the chance to play the same track 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and every time is different. And both are great experiences, but completely different on their own, I think.
Well, dude, I think we've been on for over an hour.
Yeah.
Um,
A lot of traffic. Hello, everyone.
no, it's been a great response. Would you guys be up for us doing this again sometime? Yeah, we could catch up and talk some more and answer some more questions, and like you can remind us of all these memories that we have, you know, involuntarily locked in the recesses of our minds, and it's great, you know, to just bring all these things back. Yeah, we're gonna be going offline. Like I said, watch out. We're gonna have a new video out end of February. Keep on looking at on our socials. Like I said, it's really important. We live in a new world right now that people have to, you know, if it's a like, you gotta like. If it's a follow, you gotta follow, and subscribe, please. You know, and we'll grow this together. And I cannot wait for all this bullshit to be over and for us to be able to, you know, get out there and be talking to you guys face to face, spitting without masks and without any worries, you know, like we used to do in the good old days before all this madness took hold. So thank you very much, guys. Say good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
See you soon. As soon as possible, actually. As soon as allowed.
So yeah, guys, thank you very, very, very much. We leave you now, and remember to catch up on our Facebook, on the YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and all the rest of this. Peace, yeah?
Take care, people, and stay safe.
Is this
Yeah.
stuff?
Me voy a mear, me cago en...
Yeah, man. I had a liter and a half of beer, man.